Greetings, it is Contest Software Shootout Day. This is day number 4. Welcome. Hi, I am Mitch, the traffic guy. I have over 250,000 leads with UpViral. You can see that actually I've got an older shirt sitting there that the bear is wearing. Welcome. For those of you who've been following along, this is day 4 of the Contest Software Shootout. Been working on this for quite a while. The idea launched into my head last Thursday, and I decided to just go ahead and freaking do it. And so it's happening. We're all on. It is day 4. Who knows how long this is going to last. We have one tool to get through today, and that's Viral Loops. I don't even know that I have the login ready yet. But that's on the agenda for today. But I wanted to go over a couple of things from yesterday. And for those of you just popping in, what we are doing is we're taking 5 different contest tools and we are testing them against each other to learn about what they're doing, what their assets are, what their D-asset, where was that coming from, what their struggles are, why I would use one over the other. And we're building the same campaign in each of the 5 different tools, and we're going to hopefully launch them on Monday. I did not turn my fan on, so excuse my back of my head here. I need a fan because it gets warm in this room as soon as I shut that door over there. Now, as you know, I've been running contests for a long time. I used a tool before I started using UpViral, but I've been a big fan of UpViral for the last 6 years since they launched in August of 2015. Whew. Let me know if you're here, by the way. I see people are starting to pop on. Hi, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. And, you know, I've toyed with some of the other tools. I've learned a bit about what they do and what they don't do, but there's nothing like actually getting in and using them. So the idea here is I'm going to create this compendium of knowledge about what's working in each tool, what the differences are. I've seen software comparisons before, and they've been kind of lacking with information. I've seen a spreadsheet where somebody ticked all the boxes for a whole bunch of different tools. But when you actually get in there and use them, it kind of sort of becomes a different story. You start seeing where the strengths and weaknesses are. So that's what we are doing. Monday we went through UpViral. Wednesday we went through Gleam. Yesterday we went through Viper and we went through Perkzilla. Yesterday afternoon I spent a lot of time struggling with a couple of aspects. So what I want to do is start off there, if you don't mind. And it became obvious to me that I was going to struggle on certain things. So, welcome. Let me know if you're here. Shout out in the comments. It is always helpful, of course, to have the comments back and forth. Questions, comments, suggestions like, hey, Mitch, your hair is cute. That came from AJ the other day. Or just to build the algorithm so that my video is shown to more people. It's great to have comments, so I appreciate you coming in and commenting. Now, going to show you, hopefully, my desktop. Come on. I am using my Stream Deck, and my Stream Deck is not primed, apparently. It's running a little slow this morning. And as soon as I press that button, the monitor goes away. Dadgummit. Shoot. Now, yesterday I learned that there's a major problem. If I go disconnect the thing like I usually do, God darn it. Alright, we'll just have to suffer without it. The monitor I have over here on the right-hand side of me shows me what's going out on broadcast. And so when it shuts down, I can't exactly see, so I have to flip back and forth between other things. Anyway, I believe you can see my monitor, so I'm going to move this over to the other screen so that I can see it over there. All right. Again, please let me know if you're here. Say hi. Even if you're shy, it helps to comment. Now, this is a tool called Funnelytics. I use Funnelytics. There's a free version and there's a paid version, and the paid version has tracking and other stuff in it. But you can do these kind of maps inside of Funnelytics for free. Now, this particular map, I told you yesterday or the day before and the first day that what I was going to do was I was going to send all of the traffic, and what I should do is add another icon for traffic. And I'm going to do this. I'm just going to pop it on the front end. And I'm going to send that traffic into what I'm calling a Pretty Link splitter. It's a Pretty Link Pro is a tool that will let you split test a bunch of links. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send in traffic to that splitter, and then that splitter is going to send traffic out to Gleam, Viper, Perkzilla, Viral Loops, and UpViral. And it does it evenly. Theoretically evenly. I have not ever tested that, but theoretically it's even. If you wouldn't mind, some of you, I know nobody's commented yet, if you wouldn't mind, somebody please be brave enough to let me know that you are seeing and hearing me. I would forever be in your debt. Just shoot me a comment. Please. How about let's see if I do some begging. Can I do some begging? I could make the thing go crazy. How about a cat? Cat sounds. Anyway. So the traffic is going to be split. Now, what I'm doing is testing all of these different tools, right? We talked about the tools that I'm testing. And what I discovered yesterday are two things that changed the game a little bit for me. One of them being, and let me know if this is big enough that you guys can see it, guys and gals. Can you see it? Can you see all of it? You see the numbers right below. Let me zoom in a little bit. So you see right below there are numbers, and those numbers are the number of page views. And in order to implement the tracking of the pages, I have to implement a script. Now, inside of inside of Funnelytics, I have this tracking script, right? So I have to copy the script onto every page that I want to be tracked by this tool. Now, tracking to me is important because I want to be able to see where people are coming in and stuff like that. Now, they also have this fancy little flow thing where you can see once there's more traffic coming in, you'll see little dots cruising through here that would show you where the vast majority of traffic are going. Hopefully that's going to be evenly split. But again, in order to have these functions work and be able to see these numbers, I have to implement that script that I just popped up over here. That means that you have to have access to sort of the back end for each one of these tools, such that you can install that script on each one of the pages. Now, I've done that for years on UpViral. I'll give you an example. If I come over to UpViral, if you go to the Advanced Settings tab for each campaign, you can click on the header and footer codes, and you can add a footer code or these tracking scripts. You'll see, for example, right here is that Funnelytics tracking code that I was talking about a minute ago. So I've implemented that here inside the UpViral page, and I've put it on both the lead page and the share page. So here's the lead page, the opt-in page, and here's the thank you page or the share page. You see there's a number here for 3. If I go change this to yesterday and today, custom range for both days, and you see it's refreshing the analytics, you'll see that there's 9 people that came through, 1 person ended up on the thank you page, and that was 11%. So that helps me understand some of the data. Now, theoretically, UpViral is going to show me that on the reports page, and so are the other tools. And I'm not quite sure why I'm not seeing those conversion numbers here yet, but I'm still working on making sure the tracking works properly. Now, the problem that I ran into yesterday was that I discovered that Perkzilla doesn't seem to have the ability for me to implement that tracking script inside the widget, and therefore what they are expecting, unless I did something wrong, which is entirely possible, they are expecting that widget to be implemented on a landing page somewhere. So what I had to do yesterday was to create landing pages, and I did that by going into my one of my websites in that's hardly ever used anymore, and I implemented some pages that are nothing more than the widget. So if I go like to edit this page, you'll see that there is, this page is called Perk Thanks, but there's a perk page. And there's the widget on it, the script that they gave me to implement the widget. Are y'all with me? Is anybody paying any attention to me? Hello? Just checking. Oh, and I see have I zoomed out? Have I messed up the zoom on this? Oh, I must have been zoomed in. So there's the whole page. I'm sorry. I think I messed something up there. It's really helpful if you let me know that you can hear me. So there's my face. I wanted to make sure my face was there. All right, so let me put me back over on the other monitor. And I'm tempted to just turn this off because nobody's commenting. That would be mean and cruel, wouldn't it? Danger. It just does help when you're running something like this to have some comments. Darmood, are you out there walking the dog today? Anyway, so what I had to do was create these pages, and I'm going to click on View Page so you can see. And it's going to take forever, but I created a blank page. It doesn't have the WordPress top and bottom stuff to it, although there is still a powered by WordPress thing down here that I haven't figured out how to get rid of. And I haven't figured out how to compress this header here, but I wanted to only have the widget appear from Perkzilla. So that's how I'm doing the implementation, is I had to create a page to make this happen. Now again, there could be something that I don't know how to do properly, and it could be all my fault. But let me change this page. Let me show you. I'm going to change over to, things seem to be running slowly right now. I'm going to delete the word perk thanks, and I'm going to go to Gleam, because what I discovered yesterday, and I did get an email back from their customer support that says, by the way, you can't implement your own custom code into a Gleam campaign. Now, Gleam can host this campaign individually on its own separate page. But if you want to be able to do tracking like I am doing with Funk, it's one of those days, isn't it? With Funnelytics, then I have to implement this widget on a page where I can implement my own tracking. And again, the customer support confirmed that. Now, I still want to be able to get rid of this header thing, but at least I now have the ability to go in and implement the campaign. But there's also some additional questions that I have, right? So if I go back over to my Gleam app, and I want to, let's see, grab this. How do I get the code again? So I want to go using their hosted page. Notice I don't have a cookie problem. So this is another topic that I've got to figure out. Why does my WordPress implementation say cookies are disabled? And when I click here, what does it do? It says allow cookies. So I must have fixed something. I'm clicking allow. So now it's letting me log in. Yesterday what it did was it took me to this page. So at least today it's staying on the WordPress site. So I'm at least getting somewhere. A couple more people have popped in. Let me know if you're here. Say hi, comment. It's very helpful. It really is. How about I do this? If I do that, it doesn't show up, or it may show up later. Damn it. Dang it. Dang it. How much begging and pleading do I have to do to get a comment? Alright, so I got too many things open on my computer. I can see that. So see, that finally popped it. Say hello and where you're from. See if I can get you to make any comments whatsoever. Nope. See, things just aren't working very quickly on my machine. I don't know. I'm going to have to close some stuff. So what do you think so far? If I confuse the kajibers out of you, are you doing okay? Let's see. I'm going to close a couple of things while we're chit-chatting so that maybe my computer will run a little faster. I'm going to click save on that. If you've ever done a live stream and nobody's ever commented, you know what I'm struggling with. There's this confidence level of, hey, come on. Let's see, I don't need that open. I don't need that open. Let's just do save and quit. Now, for those of you, as a reminder, by the way, this is the campaign that we are attempting to run. We're duplicating to some degree this campaign that I borrowed from the past. And they had approximately 7,000 to 10,000 emails that came in on this, as I calculated. And these are the kind of things that I want to do. Now, this is a Gleam campaign. You can see powered by Gleam here. And so what we're trying to do is to get fairly similar, fairly close to that. You see my image. If I move this to the side, you see my image is a little different than theirs. Theirs was pretty simple, but that's okay. So this is, we're trying to be basic, we're trying to be simple, and we're trying to make sure that we can test all of these things and to start small. We're not going to use all the bells and whistles of all the different tools, but we are trying to figure out how to make a simple campaign in 5 different tools simultaneously and then run traffic to them to see how well they perform and to see how well we can get data off, how well we can see the reports, what data shows, what doesn't, in all the different tools. So we're learning like crazy. And maybe I just need to keep begging. Somebody somewhere is going to give me a comment. Or maybe the comment tool isn't working. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking and nothing's really happening out there. Maybe you've all disappeared and gone on to different things. Alright, so what I'm going to do is to go over here and go see if I can log into my Viral Loops app. And we're going to get started on building a campaign in Viral Loops. Or not. I'm going to hit refresh and see if that works. See, I knew. That's what it was. All right. So I am logging into my Viral Loops account. Now, I bought this as a lifetime deal many years ago. And I do notice that this is announcing the newsletter referral. This is something that I have implemented if you have signed up to my email. I am implementing something like that with UpViral. So it's interesting to see, I'm doing it manually, but it's interesting to see them announcing that you can do that inside of Viral Loops automatically somehow. And notice they've put this up here at the top. So at some point I will do that, just to see how well it works. Again, I'm going to beg. Somebody comment, would you? I have the chat thing open. Right? Is that this window? See if you guys, do you guys see a comment from me? I'm wondering, see, the reason I'm asking, now I'm starting to wonder if everything's working properly. Let me go over to Restream. You guys can see. It says I'm online. I'm really kind of confused though. It says I'm online. Periscope is offline. Twitch is offline. That's part of the problem. Look at that. It's all offline. So I must not really be broadcasting properly through Ecamm. Something's not working right. So, did anybody see a comment? Have you commented? Let's see. I'm gonna go. I know this is a distraction, but that's the way life is on the internet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Facebook. Make it bigger screen. It says I'm live. That's me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to comment on my own stream. And I'm going to see if the comment comes through. It says there's only one comment, so I'm online. That's okay, good. So there's the comment, so it must be working. You guys just don't want to comment. All right, that's all right. I get it. Let me shut that down so I don't hear that in my head. All right. So, over here in Viral Loops, this is the first time in a long time that I have touched Viral Loops. And so we're going to have to go through this in a little bit of a struggle like I did yesterday with, Perkzilla. Hopefully it's not... I did really struggle with Perkzilla yesterday. The user interface is just very different, which is okay, but it's just a matter of learning how the tool works and how to get through it. So what I'm looking for here is a pure giveaway, and this says Sweepstakes. Get your visitors to enter a contest by referring friends. So that's what I want. And you note, for those of you who heard me talking about this before, they are possibly restricting what I can and can't do in other portions of the campaign. So anyway, we're going to just jump in there because that's what they say is the giveaway, the contest.
If you have one or only a few big prizes that you want to give away,
and
the tempting giveaway template is for you. Participants of the campaign get one entry for each friend.
A video. Thank you. So what they're talking about is doing a giveaway. They join the contest, they refer friends, and then they win something. So let's just select that. Let's see if I can get my clipboard working. Amazon. See, sometimes I get really frustrated. There it is. What is the URL where you will host this campaign? Referrals will be directed to the people here. You can change it later. I only want to use Viral Loops pages. Oh, good. So I can either use a hosted campaign or a widget, and I want them to host it. I'm going to have one person be the winner. Now I see way down here in the corner is the next button. Edit the pop-up that people will use to join the campaign. Join our giveaway campaign. So am I going to edit here on the left or on the right? Box, 5 points, border radius, typography. I'm going to leave all that as default. Titles. So here's where I'm going to paste in that. And as a description, I'm going to leave that blank. Get a chance to win. My backup failed. Get a chance to win. Enter to win is what I'm putting on the other ones. And then there's something that says invite friends to get more entries, a sharing state. So that's this. So what I want to say is congratulations. Invite your friends, get more entries to the giveaway. Here's how many entries you have. I could have a description. All right, so check your email. There's a gift in there. Now, this is something that I do on a regular basis in my campaigns, is send a surprise in the registration email. That helps my campaign in that it hopefully ensures that people will go over to their email and whitelist me or move me out of the promotions or the junk folder, and therefore they will start receiving me in their inbox. It's really important to try to get them over into your inbox. Your entries into the giveaway is 13. Add any additional notes. This says, come back to our page to check your place in the wait list. I don't see that listed here. I don't see a checkbox to turn it on and off, so I'm a little confused as to what this is. Is this just a suggestion? I don't see it in the page itself. Remove viral loops branding. How y'all doing out there? Checking in. There's more people showing up. So what we're doing, for those of you coming in new, thank you for being here. We are building our 5th campaign inside of viral loops, and Mitch is struggling to learn how to use viral loops on the fly. Viral loops branding. I bet you have to do an upgrade. Nope. Yeah. See, it says available on the power plan, so upgrade. So my lifetime deal didn't give me that, which is what I expected. So I still don't know where that additional notes is input. So we get to define the fields. Can I add an input field? Yes, I can. That is an important thing that I want to be able to do. So I will be able to mark that later. I am keeping a spreadsheet of all these different features that I'm learning and discovering as we go. So I'll be adding that in here somewhere. Well, let's see if I can add it right off the bat. Custom domains, it's up here. Opt-in, Perkzilla, t.check. All right. Because I'll forget. Sharing. Facebook, Messenger, copy link, Twitter handle. Thank you, Page Magic is my new Twitter handle. Win a, how about I say that? Win a $50 Amazon gift card. Check out this campaign I just joined. These are all turned on. Email campaign represent participants will share their unique link, so that's turned on. I don't seem to be able to add any points for this. One of the things that I haven't seen yet is whether or not I can assign points for the referrals, but we'll see about that as we go through. Trigger button. Before joining the pop-up trigger button. What's a trigger button? After joining, I don't know what a trigger button is. There's no help. I don't see any help. Enunciating the P. Well, look at that! I'm sorry, I almost missed it. Gift Scoops says hi. Thanks for saying hi. Thanks for popping in over on YouTube. I appreciate you. Alright, count me in. I still don't know what those are yet. We'll figure that out later. GDPR. I still haven't seen a save button, so my assumption is all this stuff is getting saved as I go. Which, by the way, was something that I'm concerned about. If I go over to Perkzilla, notice this campaign is set up, and notice the date. Now it says days. It has this date here, and that's today's date. I'm still confused about this, so if I go back to the campaign settings, I don't know what's going on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit refresh. Campaign settings, this is supposed to pop up. Why is it not popping up? I don't want to go there. Action Builder, let me go there. Let me come back to Live Editor. I want to go to campaign settings. Why is that not popping up? There's supposed to be settings coming up here. I'm confused. Now this isn't working. Am I not logged in? It says I'm okay. Campaign settings. Quit. I'm going to close it and launch it again. All right. Edit the campaign. Campaign settings. Why is that not working? Is the time past? Something's not right. How does it say 4,500 entries? I did notice, by the way, that they send you these notifications up here if you want to see what's going on, whether people are registering and stuff. I like this a lot. But for some reason, I can't get this thing working. It says I have 6 users, settings. See, this is the extra stuff. Additional settings. Amazon, edit. Huh. Why is that not working? So, that's interesting. I'm going to have to figure that out. Because one of the things what I was going to show you was that the date is not staying set. Even though they save everything as you click, when I go in and change the date isn't staying saved. The date that the campaign completes. I'm not worrying about GDPR, so I don't care about that. Show terms and conditions, yes. I'm going to turn that off right now. Alright, so that's the widget. And I'm going to do next. Double opt-in. I want that to be off. I do not care for double opt-in. Expiration. Campaign never expires. Yes, we want it to expire. We want it to expire on the 30th at noon. Oops. Noon o'clock. Campaign never time zone. America, Chicago. All right. Now, one of the things, by the way, some of the other tools do, and I'm going to have to check this as well, but this says, inform your visitors that the campaign has ended. The campaign is over. Check how you did. UpViral gives you the option of sending people to a different URL if you want, which I typically always do, because it's just easier to be able to send people to a different URL than to just say, hey, the campaign is over. At least in my opinion. I don't know if it's easier, but maybe it's more friendly. So that's one of the things that I do, is to send people somewhere else. Send them to another campaign. Edit the email. Alright, so they give you the option to change all of these things in the email. That's good. I'm going to leave this all basically alone for right now, because I don't want to spend a ton of time trying to edit this. Oh, good. You can send a test email. I appreciate that. Being able to go send an email for a test. I like that. So you can do save, and hopefully that's saving the email. And then I'm going to go to next, which is going to be integrations. I will be doing active campaign. So I will set that after you guys have been here. Let's see, can I turn that off? How do I go back? Alright, so that's not currently saved because I'm not ready for that yet, and I don't want to show you my API code and stuff in the recording. Boost campaign. This is new. Boost. This is different. Boost your campaign by reminding your participants to keep referring friends. Go to your campaign dashboard to send booster emails. Email them every 5 days. Huh, this is interesting. UpViral doesn't do this. We would like UpViral to do this. I don't think I saw this in Gleam or other tools. So participants who have more entries than average will get a different email compared to the rest of the participants. Isn't that interesting? I'm liking this. I like finding things that other people are doing that my favorite tools aren't doing, because it helps us learn and grow. That's really cool. Oh, there is a cancel over here. I like that too. So below average, get more chances to win. You have less entries in the campaign than the average. Refer one friend to go above average. I like this. This is really freaking cool. And they tell you how many days are left. See, I like this. So you can edit that. All right, very cool. What do you guys think? Is that a cool option? Finish. Tiff Nicole's here. Hi, Tiff. I'm sorry. Hi, Tiff Nicole. Last step to get viral loops up and running. You can install viral loops on your page. I'll do it myself, or I'll use viral loops pages. That's us. GDPR, right? So I'll use viral loops. So here is the URL. Nice. I'm going to grab that. Ready to launch? Use a custom domain. Of course, I would love to do a custom domain. I will figure that out later. You guys know, if you followed me along, I love custom domains because I don't like using their pages.viralloops.com. But let's go over to my incognito window machine, which I don't have open. Incognito window machine. Here's what Tiff said, by the way. That's pretty cool. Tiff Nicole is one of my mastermind members, by the way, for those of you who don't know who Tiff Nicole is. All right, so this is what my campaign looks like. Uh-oh, I don't like that. That's not what I'm hoping for. Is there something I didn't finish in viral loops? Or viral loops? Ready to launch? Yes, I'm ready to. Do I have to do finish? Saved. It says up here. Dashboard, 0 participants. Well, let me come back over here and refresh. Did I do something wrong? This doesn't look like what I was hoping for. What? It does say copyright win a $50 Amazon gift card down here. So it's partly close. Count me in. Win a $50 Amazon gift card. All right, so there's stuff that I did not get to do. Mitch is learning. Tiff Nicole says, my mind is still reeling from our last mastermind call. And I've done the Zoom thing again, haven't I? Thank you for that, Tiff Nicole. We did have a very cool ending to our last call. But let's not go into that. For those of you who don't know, yes, I have a mastermind, and yes, we can help you build your marketing together. We meet twice a week. every week of the month unless I go on vacation, and we do some amazing things. If you want to know more about that, plug, go to moversdo, moversdo.com, because I call the mastermind movers, and movers are people who seriously and aggressively build their business. Alright, so there's my plug. Come on over. If you want to know more about that, go to moversdo.com and fill out the application. It is very exclusive. We don't let just anybody in there. Tiff Nicole posted a comment, moversdo.com. Thank you very much, Tiff Nicole. Alright, so I'm still apparently doing something wrong in my Viral Loops campaign, because that doesn't look like anything I want it to look like, and I didn't get to upload an image anywhere. I will use Viral Loops pages. Name your campaign. Is that at the top of the page or anything? It is at the top of the page. Win a $50 Amazon gift card in the tab description. So we're close. Somewhere. Next. Edit the pop-up that people use to join the campaign. This says edit the pop-up. How do I edit the page? Now I'm starting to understand. So that's just the pop-up that I built when I did Count Me In. Oh, I'm starting to gather what's going on here. So that was the pop-up. So where do I build? Can I jump to installation? I said, get Viral Loops up and running. I'll do it myself, would be an embed in a page. But if I do this, I guess I'm struggling. Hello, I'm struggling. Viral Loops. How do I create my page? This is the URL. Oh, here it is. Duh. Somebody hit me over the head with a club. It's right there. Big button. Edit the campaign page. Whee! Doggies. Mitch is slow. Alright, so this is how I edit the page. Logo. I don't need a logo. Buy logo. Typography. That's fine. Text. So this is going to be really simple. This is going to be my win an Amazon gift card. And then my description. I got to come up with a common description between all of them. This is a common description. Mitch has to fill that out. You guys don't need to sit and wait on me to do all that stuff. Remove image. Can I upload an image? What if I just put our favorite image, which is inside of here, this one. Opacity, that's what I was hoping for. Maybe I can tone that down. I don't know, I'll have to figure this out. Because, you know, many of you know I don't care for some background images because they're very busy. But that's just the social sharing message that I wanted. And we'll delete all these sections. That says remove section, but I want to go to... That's just the logo section. Image with text. I'm going to remove that because we're being very simple. And features section, is that... That's this section. We don't need that because we're very simple. Remove. Where's my remove section? Yes, cannot be undone. I confirm. All right, so we will go with that for now. I know that's probably not the way we really want to leave it, but if I refresh this, And it will change depending upon, that background image will always change depending upon somebody's screen resolution. You see how it's changing size? So that's probably not the right image that we want to have behind there. And I'll figure out how to make that be different, because you guys don't need to sit here and watch through there. Now, one other thing that I didn't necessarily see, we go to sections, footer. Tiff says, jumping off now, Mitch. I'll see you on the mastermind call today. Thank you, Tiff. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for saying nice words. And yes, I will see you on the mastermind call in 3 hours. Hopefully sneaking in a nap between him there and now. But thank you, Tiff, for popping in. She's really awesome, by the way. She has so much input when we get on our calls. So much input. All right, so there are more people popping in. Hi, thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. So for those of you just following in, just jumping in, we are building one campaign, one contest in 5 different tools. I'll jump over and show you. The plan is this plan. So we're going to send traffic into a splitter, a page splitter, a link splitter. And that link splitter is going to send people to those 5 different campaigns. We're building in Gleam, Viper, Perkzilla, Viral Loops, and then UpViral. And so that's what we're working on. We did UpViral on day 1. We did Gleam on day 2. We did Viper and Perkzilla on day 3. Today is Viral Loops. And so we're learning about how to make those things happen. And I'm doing a couple of things still here. We can change the link. We can put the social things down here. That's cool. I'll work on those. But what I didn't see is the ability to... Well, maybe it's right there. Let me go back to the footer. So actually, let me just make it simple. Let's come over here where I'm pretending to sign up and do count me in. I'm going to do Mitch, Onger, and I'm going to do my Gmail account, and I'm going to click this. Because my question is, what happens next? So we stay on the same page, and the widget just changed. Alright, so there's not a second page, because what happens in some of the other tools, if I come back here like in UpViral, you get an opt-in page, and you get a thank you page. And so you get the options of building both of those. And in Viral Loops case, what we're just doing is building the pop-up and the background, but the pop-up is what changes. So my question is, what happens when I post here? And I have to get my Facebook password. And paste that in here, log in. And it's going to ask me if I want to save that here. Hopefully it's not. So I don't see an image yet. So that's the one thing that I want to be able to figure out is in Viral Loops, how do I change that image? So if I have Facebook, is it here? Or is that inside the widget sections? All right, so let me go back to the main page. Hey, Demetrius. Oh, very funny. Nicely done. So if I come back to expiration notifications, boost campaign, that's not the boost campaign. integrations, notifications, widget. So I'm suspecting, hoping, this is where I specify that image. And while we're here, while we're waiting, there it is, I'm going to sit down again. I am trying to stand more in my life. Titles. Advanced settings. Where do I set the sharing image? This is turned on. Does anybody know how to do this out there? Do y'all know how to do the sharing image in Viral Loops? Because I didn't see it when I was popping through here. Excuse me. Advanced settings, info. Double opt-in, expiration date. Notifications, emails, integrations. We'll do that later, but I don't see an image there. So somebody help me out. Guess I could go ask the help people, right? Find your answer now. Image. See what we get. Facebook sharing your Squarespace. Pages. See more results. All right. Sharing image. How about I do that? Facebook sharing your Squarespace. Anybody? Anybody know how to do this? Help me, help me, help me! You can customize the image title and the description displayed in Twitter card settings. Go to settings. Using Viral Loops pages, you customize a Twitter card setting directly in the Viral Loops page builder. Alright, so I'm in the wrong spot. So I want to go to installation, campaign page, active campaigns. What if I go to the dashboard? What do I get there? Performance, edit campaign, shares, ratios, participants, edit campaign. Alright, we're going to go back the hard way. I'm going to use Viral Loops, edit campaign page, edit. No, I don't want to be there. Huh, what am I doing wrong? Dashboard, edit. Can I not edit the page once it's been published? Am I now stuck? Now I'm getting to the editor. I don't know what was wrong there. I don't know. Uh-oh, something's wrong, because now I'm back here. Alright, what I'm going to do is do what I did before. Viral... I called it V-loops. Isn't this fun? Anybody having fun? This is part of the learning process, isn't it? Edit. Last time I did this. And then I did this. But that still got me here. Installation. Only way I know to get to this page is here. Now we're getting to the right place. Sharing state. Oh, there's a different thing up here. But it disappeared. Where'd it go? Where did that sharing state go? So it's supposed to be here somewhere. Do I click that? That just makes it full page. Sections. Participation. Logo. Typography. Background. Well, this is fun. Did you guys see that, though? It said sharing up here. There's no sharing page. Add a section. I am really confused. So it looks like I'm just going to bail out on this. You guys don't need to sit here and watch me do this as far as I can do. Right? For those of you still out there watching, how many are there? There's several of you. We've lost some. We're getting closer. Again, what you've seen me do today is to struggle to go through viral loops, just like I did with Perkzilla yesterday was kind of a struggle. And I've got the campaign built. That gets us very close. We've now got all 5 tools with really rough campaigns. And over the weekend, what I need to do is to go through and tweak a lot of these things. And then I need to get it set up such that I can launch on Monday so that we start driving traffic through there. And again, for those of you that saw me yesterday, I think I was talking about, I'm going to use a tool, maybe a couple of tools, but there's a website called Sweepstakes Advantage where you can send traffic to your campaigns. And we're going to start there and see if we can drive traffic. Again, it goes into the splitter, so it's going to split evenly to the 5 different tools, and we're just going to see what happens. I want to build them as close as possible. And I'm noticing, by the way, here in viral loops, now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't see a way of doing any what we call custom actions. That's what UpViral calls them, Gleam calls them custom actions, I believe. And so I didn't see the ability to add on the sharing, like go visit my homepage or go visit Facebook page or opt into my Twitter, which is kind of, something that is very important. If we don't have that, then that's going to only limit us to the social sharing that they give us to share it on social media. So I got a little bit of learning to do there, right? Anybody have any questions? I don't know if Gift Scoops is still here. Tiff Nicole said she had to leave, so there are quite a few of you out there, so I appreciate you being here. Darmood, are you here today? You were here the other 3 days. Let me know if you wouldn't mind in the comments. Have what I've done made any sense? Are you confused? As I said yesterday, by the way, I am building a web page for you to see all these videos in one spot. You'll be able to come in and search through each video or all the videos to get maybe to a specific spot in the videos, I'm using a tool called Searchy for that. And if you haven't done it, maybe I should post this. Please sign up over at newsletter.viraltrafficguy.com and get on my newsletter so that I can send you updates. Most of you have been just finding me on my Facebook timeline, but if you join the newsletter, then you will have the ability to get the updates daily through the newsletter. And if you remember at the beginning of Viral Loops, we saw that they have that newsletter sign-up thing that I need to go poke around in to find out how they're doing it, because that's something that I want to do or am doing with UpViral. All right. Nobody is asking anything or commenting or, whatever. So I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish today and at least get through the rough draft. All 5 campaigns are built in the 5 different tools, and we've got recordings for all of that. So let me know if you have any questions or comments on the video that you're on. If you're watching in replay, you can also, of course, ask me questions. I'm planning on doing the launch on Monday at the same time, 10 a.m. Eastern. That's my current plan, so tune in on Monday to see the launch. And of course, I'm going to do a review. I'm going to tell you what I learned over the weekend, and we will touch base then to see where we can go and what we can do. Thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please sign up for the newsletter so that I can contact you and show you lots and lots of good ways to build your business with Thank You Page Magic. All of this is intended to be additional help for Thank You Page Magic. And I will catch you again on Monday. Thanks for watching.